on a year-on-year basis. The street was in fact estimating the EBITDA margin figure to be at about 5-6%. So yes, we were definitely expecting a compression, but the quantum of the compression is way more larger than what was expected, just at 1.6%, and hence naturally it's something that has led to NALCO reporting a loss on the bottom line of about 34 crore rupees. Stock price as well taking a beating. It's down by 5% at the day's low. Okay, moving on, Manav, one stock that's been resilient in the last two trading sessions when the markets as well were low was Bajaj Finserv. Today as well, 150 rupees higher. Could we be looking at 10,000 anytime soon?
Yes, it seems very likely. In fact, we have seen a good breakout today, at least on the daily charts. Most importantly, the stock has been in a very good bull structured uptrend, and every dips have actually been bought into, and the kind of a rally that the stock has witnessed from its important support and long-term averages, it clearly sustains, and it's likely to see some more legs on the upside. So on the short-term basis, 9,700 would act as a very important support, which could also be bought on dips at the lower levels. The immediate upside targets that we are looking is close to 99.50, and eventually in the medium-term perspective, we could also expect 10,500 levels.
Okay, so that's essentially the view then on trading sessions. We've been seeing a nice uptick come by in a United Spirits, though right now, of course, it's 3% off its highs. Where do you see it go from here?
Yes, in fact, the structure for the stock is quite well placed. In fact, it has formed a very strong base on the weekly and the monthly charts, which indicates that 640 and 650 would now be a very strong support. We have seen the stock form a very strong higher bottom, and on the immediate basis, there are some levels that to look out for. Is 680, 85 on the upside would act as a resistance. Once the stock manages to close above this on the weekly basis, we could see a very strong momentum fresh built up, at least coming into the stock. We maintain a bullish stance into this with a buy on dips approach, and we expect an upside target of close to 740 to be achieved.
All right, 675 right now for United Spirits. And in fact, I'd like to throw in even a PFC. Look at the sort of momentum we've been seeing in these stocks. REC is now 7.3% gone. PFC as well, big loser. What are you observing here?
Actually, both these stocks have witnessed quite a bit of choppy transactions in past few weeks, with range breaks happening on the either side. I sense now there will be stiff resistance for the stock at the levels of 145, 148, and I don't see those levels being breached, at least on the upside. But any rally close to the resistance level would actually be sold into. We have also seen a good amount of long unwinding which would actually take into place, but at the moment 145, 148 would be a strong resistance level. We expect this decline to eventually see some legs, at least in the near term on the lower side. We expect targets of 135 to be achieved, and we maintain a bearish stance into this for the near term perspective.
Okay, so that's Manav's view on REC. He's a bit bearish at this juncture. We will take a very short break, but don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more movers and shakers. Discounter. Okay, moving on, Manav, look at Wockhardt. So much pricing action seen in this one for a variety of reasons. Today also it's 12% higher, multi-month high for Wockhardt. I think I would say multi-year high, 405 rupees. Where do you see it go from here?
Yes, in fact, the prices have witnessed a price and volume breakout on the daily and the weekly charts both. In fact, there was a good consolidation move that the stock witnessed in past few trading sessions, which was breached yesterday, and today there has been a very strong follow-on move. I sense in the near-term perspective, since the oscillators have now entered into the bullish territory and there has been a short-term trend reversal, this momentum would see some good legs, at least on the upside going forward. So we could see the formation of higher tops and higher bottoms, and keeping that in mind, one can maintain a buy into this. Even at the current levels, we expect the higher targets of close to 445 to be achieved in the near term.
All right, 406 for Wockhardt, 11.7% higher. And another stock that's surging from the pharma and the healthcare space is Shilpa Medicare. Soumya, 375 rupees for this counter today in trade. Where do you see it go from here?
Yes, in fact, recently the prices have declined from its recent peak of 425 levels and has bounced from the oversold zone. In fact, it has also tested its medium-term average of 50 DMA and which has been held in past many months now. Looking at the overall oscillators and the trend, the stock is still in a bullish trend, and recently the stock has formed a higher bottom at 358 to its previous low of 332. So looking at the current scenario, since the prices have also observed a breakout, at least on the daily charts, we maintain a bullish stance into this. One can maintain a buy on dips approach at the current levels, and dips to 365, expect an upside target of 415.
Okay, 415. Currently the stock is at 375 rupees. 415 is Mana's target for this one.